Hi students, and welcome to this week's video lesson. Today we will be warming up with the C major scale. Then we will be practicing measures 5 through 8 in Rockin strings. Remember, the sheet music for Rockin strings can be found on Google Classroom, so if you need to, download it there. Also, this video is a continuation of the video lesson from last week. So if you didn't watch the video from last week, hit pause here, go back and watch last week's lesson first, and then resume with this lesson. Okay? Let's get started. We're going to begin with the C major scale. And remember, the C major scale does not have any sharps. So what this means is you'll need to use your low second finger for the notes F and C. Before we play, let's spell the letters of the C major scale. Ready? Begin. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. How'd you do? Did you remember not to say the word sharp after F and C? Let's do it one more time. Ready? Begin. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Good work. Now let's play the scale. And remember, the first note C, if you play the violin or viola, is third finger on the G string. If you play cello, it's fourth finger on the G string. And if you play string bass, your first note is second finger on the A string. Okay? Let's play C major scale, half notes. Set your first note, check your posture. 1 and 2 and half note scale, go. Now low F, good. G, low C, low F, Good work, students. Did you remember to play all of the low F's and C's? Let's do one more time. Set your first note. 1 and ready, go. Great warm-up, students. Let's go on and look at the song. So we're starting at measure 5 today, and so let's preview measure 5 and 6 first. When you look at these two measures, you should notice right off the bat that measure 5 and 6 is almost exactly the same as measure 1 and 2. The only difference really is that these notes are on the D string for measure 5 and 6 instead of on the A string like in measure 1 and 2. Also, there's one more very small difference, and that is that the last note in measure 6 ends on an open note. Instead of like in measure 2, it ends on a first finger note. So those are really the only two differences. Otherwise, they're practically the same. So here's how measure 5 and 6 is supposed to sound. Try it with me. Ready? And don't forget, in the song Rockin' Strings, we're playing low second finger F, not F sharp. 1 and 2 and ready, go. Nice work, students. Now let's preview measure 7 and 8. If you take a look at measure 7, you'll see Measure 7 is the same pattern as measure 1 and measure 3. So that's a piece of cake. You already practiced that last week. Now, if you look at measure 8, we have a half note with a dot after it. And remember, we call this a dotted half note, and a dotted half note gets 3 beats. So measure 8 sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, lift. And do you see the bow lift at the end of the measure? Give it a try. This is just measure 8. Set your bow for A. Ready, go. 2, 3, lift. And in order to be successful on the 3-beat dotted half note, you need to use a very slow bow. One more try. Measure 8. 1, 2, 3, go. Nice work, students. I think we're ready to put it all together now. So measures 5, 6, 7, and 8 of Rockin' strings. Let's do this 2 times. And the first time you can shadow play, and the second time you can play along with me. Okay? Let's give it a try. Measures 5 through 8, Rockin' strings, shadow play first. 1 and 2 and shadow play. 3, lift. Did you remember to slow your bow down on that last note? How did it go? Did your bow and fingers keep up with mine? Let's play that same part, measures 5 through 8 on Rockin' strings, only this time play out loud with me. Ready? 1 and 2 and ready, go. How did it go, students? Did you remember to slow your bow down on that last note? Also, did you remember to play low second finger on the F and the C? Remember, that symbol at the beginning of the song, right between the clef and the time signature, is called the key signature. And since the key signature is empty on this song, no sharps, that means we play low second fingers. Let's give the spot one more try. Ready? Measure 5 through 8. Set your bow, set your posture. 1 and ready, go. Excellent work today, students. That concludes our video lesson, and I'd just like to remind you that this week the assignment is to play measures 5, 6, 7, and 8 in Rockin' strings just like we did a moment ago. So record a video of yourself playing those measures and upload it into Google Classroom. I look forward to seeing your videos. Have a great week and happy practicing.